Some of you guys may be familiar with this particular project that's out in Tembisa, and it was started out in, I think, around 2017, and it cost to the tune of a little bit under 100 million. And yeah, we're in 2025 today, and the project is still not finished, complete, and neglected, vandalized, and all these things. And this is indicative of a corrupt government, as it were. And I know I'm stating the obvious, you guys already know that, but the city of Ekurhuleni and the Gauteng government, they decided that they're going to build this project. I think it was supposed to house something like 3,000 people, as it were, and it was a much needed project, by the way, simply because of a lot of people, they are in need of a good and a cost-effective accommodation, as it were. But yeah, here we are today. So I had to go out there for myself just to go and check this thing out. You know, sometimes you see things on the news and all these things, and I had to go out myself and go and check this thing out. And anyway, no surprises there. This is indicative of a government, ANC government, and how they are with taxpayers' monies. And I mean, check some of the videos that I was able to record while I was there, to show you guys that South Africa, we are on our own. You know, let's see this one. Ladies and gentlemen, South Africa, look at this. This is in Tembisa. This is a project by the Department of Housing. Yeah, and it has been abandoned for years. This is your government in action. This is another section. I don't know how many of these units are, but the project has been abandoned and is deteriorating. It has deteriorated anyway. So yeah, this is the work of our government. Let me know what you think.
Physically for site. We'll also be going to Montrose, for example. The MEC has already given us a report and the plan of what they are trying to do. The city, on the basis of their report, believes that we can still be able to salvage. They've done a good work. So far, they've tried at a particular stage to provide security, to guard the building. They even hired private security, but there were escalating number of vandalism also happened. The MPD was brought on site as well. Of course, withdrawn at a particular stage because societal issues also do compound, and you do find that your internal work will also have to be diversified, and you can't keep your emergency service installed at a particular area which currently does not have a beneficiary. Well, there's quite a number that I'm not happy about. One, money for the fiscals which have been utilized, which ultimately today we don't have a beneficiary for it. Because even they are there, yes, when we say we don't have a beneficiary, it doesn't mean that there are no people who need housing. The reason why this project was conceptualized and initiated was because they are beneficiaries. But as you can see, there's nobody who could be able to utilize the building in its current form. We have taken the initiative with the Deputy Minister and the MEC. As I've indicated earlier, we've brought our team of NHBRC to come and test the structural strength so that we could be able to be basing our report also from a technical expertise on then how much will you need to rebuild, how much will you need, and then come to a conclusion as to whether is this a feasible advice that comes from the city. We also want to thank them as well, and particularly the executive mayor and his team, the MEC and her team, who have been able to highlight. We have a total of about 10 projects in the province that have got challenges of some sort, but also even in the metro, this not being the other, the Katoras, and they've reported all of them. Unfortunately, we can't go into all sides in one.
So here it is. This project at the beginning, it was at 100 million, just a little bit under 100 million that was budgeted for this particular project in Tembisa, this residential building that they envisaged and never came to fruition. So now the Minister of Human Settlement, Housing, basically, saying that they're going to reignite this particular project again so that they can be able to finish this. And you and I know that this is another way of a scheme to be able to launder money. Because if you already spent 100 million and the project was neglected for so many years and there was vandalism and all those type of things, you know it's going to need another 100 million, give or take, if not more, for it to be restored to its way it's supposed to be as before, or as it should have been anyway. So this is another way of these guys stealing the money and all these things. Start a project, overpay the contractors, and never finish the project, hire incompetent people who don't know anything about construction and all these things, and the money stolen. Perhaps construction mafia comes along the way as well, and all of these things. And at the end of the day, the project stopped, neglected, abandoned, all those things. And we tend to forget about this. And there are so many projects within the province of Gauteng whereby projects have started, they are never finished, but money has already been spent. The whole budget of that particular project has already been spent. So you know now what's going to happen. Another 100 odd million rands, if not more, is going to be needed or to be budgeted for. So the project goes overboard in terms of what was initially budgeted for. And that's really the competency and the capability of our government. Say the project starts at 5 million, it ends up at 20 million. At 20 million budgeted that for, and then the project goes escalates, becomes 100 million. Now you got a 100 million rand project. It's going to end up at about 300 million, or give or take. You know, we're not getting value for money. Our tax rands are being spent recklessly and things like that. So, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention that there are there's so many of these projects, and I'll be doing a series on these as well. And let me know what you think about this. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. And then thanks for tuning in as always. Thanks for those who are able to subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, please do us a solid and subscribe. And let's keep on growing this channel and bring these things to your awareness so that you know the kind of government that you and I voted for. And these are the consequences of that. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye-bye.